So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unlocked, and we're at the Room Escape conference, and there's Frank inching his head in. So, we're going to be introducing a lot of people. We've got a much larger round table than last year. So, here we go. All right, guys, so welcome. And what we're going to do, same as last year, we're going to go around the room. Everybody kind of give us a introduction. So, we need your name, and what's the name of your company, where are you from? Pretty simple. So we'll start right over here.
I'm Jeff. I'm from Fort Myers, Florida. I'm in the beginning stages of my business. My escape room is called Improbable Escape, and we hope to be open late August.
Okay.
I'm Dustin Woodard. I don't have a room yet. I'm a newbie as well.
I'm Tangerine Scans, and I'm in San Diego, and my business is escapism.
We are Lisa and David Spira from RoomEscapeArtist.com, based in Weehawken, New Jersey, right next to New York City.
I always thought it was Spira, so I've been pronouncing that wrong.
Everyone
pronounces it wrong. Sorry about that. I'm Andrew Preble. I'm from New Orleans, and I own Escape My Room, and we've been open about 2 years.
Chad McLean, Exodus Escape Room. We were the first in Orange County. We have 4 locations now and 2 more coming in the next 2 months.
Nick Yokinos, part of the Exodus Escape Room. I own a room as well as my business partner, and I've been around for almost a year now.
I'm Justin and Christy Estevez. We own East Coast Escape Room in Toms River, New Jersey.
It's a long first name. Oh, you're Justin, she's Christy. Okay.
Brian Vinciguerra, Cracked It Escape Games, Jacksonville, North Carolina.
And there's nobody over there. Okay, so, guys, thanks all for coming. Everybody having a good time at the conference this year?
Woo! Absolutely.
Yep.
Still have my voice.
So you guys might notice there's some familiar faces in the room. So David and Lisa, a staple of Unlocked episodes. They're lucky to be with us. You may remember Chad from last year. And and our Uber drive. Chad, why don't you take it home, man? What was that song?
Oh man, I don't think I can say on the video.
The Uber drive
I
video?
heard.
Yeah, it's the Uber drive video. That was the best, most classic Uber drive home from a night out in the town.
And what he really loves is making love.
To the something.
Let's wait for that part.
So tonight we're going to have a discussion of barrier to entry. So we got some newbies. So as you got from the introductions, yet to open since January.
Yes.
Okay, so now we know a little something about their market because they're also in New Jersey. Matter of fact, the Estevez family was the first couple to come into Trapdoor and kill it in Escape the Architect. So much so that we thought we had some serious problems on our hands and that the game was way too short. And it turns out they're just really that good. So,
7th place on the leaderboards.
with 2 people.
Yeah.
2 people. So, so they've been open a little bit. So a little bit of success going on. You guys are doing all right,
Yeah.
right? Newborn baby. So, she's cute.
Yeah.
Not as cute as you, Liv. But she's cute.
Yep.
And,
This is the first escape room baby. Conceived.
well, her water broke in the escape room.
Team was in there. The water did break.
broke in the escape room. Oh, wow.
Nice.
So, let's focus on this gentleman over here. So, you're looking to open when?
Hopefully late August, depending on permitting, fire codes.
Permit and fire codes. That sucks.
I'm sure you guys know nothing about that, huh?
How many games are you looking to open with?
I'm hoping to open with 2, and then I have space for 4 total.
For 4 total.
Yep. I have
Total square footage?
3,000 square foot.
3,000 square feet. So, let's go to the nerds on the table. How many square feet per room is that?
We don't do square footage.
Also, I just want to point out how awesome the t-shirts are at RoomEscapeArtist.com today. Bro, Do you even puzzle?
So last year we had Puzzle Harder t-shirts, and we had a number of potential owners show up and just flat out tell us, like, I don't even like puzzles, I'm here because I think this is a good business opportunity. So this is kind of our response, although we have not had much of any of that this year.
So you perfectly segued us. What's your experience?
As far as what? In the industry?
Yeah. Do you even puzzle, bro?
Segue who? My experience, I did my first escape room about 8 months ago. I don't have any puzzle experience, and I actually would even say that I wouldn't have called myself somebody who is interested in puzzles until I did an escape room, really enjoyed it, and I'm also an entrepreneur, so I'm looking at it from that side as well as the enjoyment of the game and trying to create a business around both of those.
I've been open for 2 years, and I remember how it was to be in your shoes, and going in knowing I love it, and there's so much that goes through your head. Am I going to be capable to do this? Am I going to be able to pull it off? Then you build your room, then you're like, are people actually going to like it? And
what's the plan to do about the puzzles?
As far as creating them?
Yeah.
I mean, a big part of coming here was to learn more from people who have done it. A big part is going to be, really finding out and learning as much as I can about how to create a good game from people who have created good games. Because I want it to be a business, and I want it to be something I can make money at, but I also want it to be a good puzzle game and something that's enjoyable. And ultimately, I think that's going to benefit the business side, because if I don't have the enjoyable game, I'm not going to be able to have a sustainable business.
Quick show of hands at the table. Who here reads RoomEscapeArtist.com daily? I was going to say, if you don't raise your own hand. The reason I bring it up is because, and for the ones who did raise their hands on that token, one of the things that I kind of like about it is there's always the section about the puzzles in the game. One of the things we kind of love about your reviews is how it's broken down, for better or worse, depending upon what you're reviewing, who you're reviewing. So one thing I would recommend is that to really kind of get a handle on what works, what doesn't work, start reading their shit every day. And go through the backlogs.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. You don't agree with the shit part, though, do you?
Go
Call
through
it what you want, as long as you're reading it.
So,
No ads.
There are no ads.
being so new to the industry, there's a huge learning curve. And I like to say, and I've only been doing this for a year and a half, and I'm not an expert at anything other than talking for the sake of talking and writing for the sake of writing. But one of the things you want to do is educate yourself as much as possible. Find as many good sources of information, David and Lisa, my own blog, crackednc.com/blog. And because I write about industry-specific stuff. I write for you. I write for that person that is looking to open a room, because I have stepped on my own shoelace and eaten a lot of pavement by tripping and falling and then figuring out what I messed up and then getting up, dusting myself off, fixing it, and then moving forward. So it's great that you're here to learn and learn as much as you possibly can. Tap every single person at this table for all the information that we have, because honestly, bro, you're not my competition. My direct competition is 4.3 miles from me. You're 400 miles from me. Call me up, email me, message me, PM me. I'm a Facebook whore. I am all over Facebook. So Brian Vinciguerra, you can read.
It's funny, ever since that guerrilla marketing seminar, suddenly everyone's a whore.
But I truly am. And the Facebook groups are a huge source of good information, some misinformation, but a good source of really good information. Take that and stick it in your toolbox. The blogs that Lisa and David write, I read them because it educates me as well. So education, it is a constant learning process, constant improvement process. And it's going to make your game better, and you're going to learn a butt ton about what you're getting ready to do.
public service announcement. Brian was mentioning the Facebook groups, the enthusiast group, the startup group, the owners group. For the love of whatever you care about, search before you post a question. Okay?
Yes.
That's my PSA.
Questions been posted.
The
50
more you
times
know.
already.
Yeah, that.
Same questions pop up.
Yeah, they're all there. Like every single question you could possibly have about insurance and whatever else, it's been asked and answered like a dozen times. And
This month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
How
month.
how old is the startups group?
I don't know the startup group because I only recently joined it, and only because somebody like put me in it. I've been
Yeah,
trying
I've
to
been
stay
in
away
it
from
for I want to say a year,
Yeah.
but I think it goes longer than that.
So I did my first escape room on October 3rd, 2015. I opened January 7th, 2016. I was a member of the startups group shortly after I figured out what this business was and decided. I slapped the table and said I'm gonna open my own place. So for me, when I joined, I think it's over 8,000 people that are members of that group now, or pretty close to it. But I was like in the first batch of 1,000 members of it. So I've kind of seen the community grow and information grow, and you know the resource that it has become. When I first opened, and I'm sure when Tangerine first opened, there wasn't a real resource for us to reach out to. But now there's a truly supportive and engaging community that has lots and lots of lessons learned that we all benefit from. And like I said, I've got nothing to lose by putting some information out there that might help anybody.
Are there other veterans channels? I heard of a Slack group or something. Is there?
Okay, there's the secret Slack channel that was created by Errol from the Room Escape Divas, and it's a more social version of the enthusiast group. There are some owners in there, but it's a lot less trolly than the enthusiast group can get. We've kind of chased the trolls away.
Yeah, like tearing them apart.
It's just making them not welcome.
Chad, are you even in any of these groups?
Honestly, no.
Are you even on Facebook?
Nope. Exodus is. I'm not.
Are you alive? Do you exist?
I'm old school.
Do you have somebody that does that though? Do you have somebody that keeps track of that stuff?
Of course.
Well, yeah, he's on. Exodus is on Facebook.
Exodus is on Facebook.
But the only way Chad and I talk is email.
or
like
these conferences.
He doesn't even have a cell phone.
Yeah. Nick's on Facebook.
Huh.
But how much do I follow that? I follow like 1-2 groups, and a lot of the information I get is from. This is my first roundtable meeting, and this is a lot of information. But I don't put a whole lot of emphasis in all the market and information stuff that comes from online. Do I know them? I don't know them. Do I know you guys? Barely. I know you now. I'm gonna get to know. I'm gonna get to know you guys after this video for sure. But like, what does that mean to me on a daily basis? Nothing. I know my clients that come through my door on a daily basis. I watch them. Not all of us get to watch our clients on a daily basis. I do. In the part that I'm involved in, I do now. Will I in the next few months? No. I might have 3 employees, 4 employees, and then I'm going to separate myself from that. But I love the fact that I get to see my people, my clients on a daily basis, and that's what I make my business decisions on, based on the people I see come through my door.
And on that note, that's why I don't go on Facebook. I've read those groups from my wife's page or Nick's or whatever. There's a lot of, like he said, you know, whether it's the trolls or whether it's the repetitive questions or whether it's the enthusiasts saying, oh, rooms have to be this way or though that's not cool if that
You
guy
run
did
your own
this.
race.
Depends
You
on
know,
location.
I know my market. I know my rooms. I've got several locations and I know what works at those locations. Those people can go on Facebook and say what they want to say and they're all experts and I don't have time for that.
Yeah.